What's the deal, y'all? This is Dom,
What you guys is Isaac?
and this is Street Ball episode 15, our Denver Nuggets Carmelo Anthony episode. I'm really hyped today. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about. We're going to touch some of our favorite topics, talk about some NBA stuff, NBA mock draft, Midwest West Coast showdown. For those who didn't see that, it was the West Coast represented. We're going to get to that. King of the Court, we got some announcements for that, but and then obviously our Street Ball clip of the week. So, Isaac, you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's get to it.
All right, before we start, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the Balls Live Podcast Network and turn on your notifications. Ring that bell. All right, first and foremost, we're back on it, and I'm telling you, my whole demeanor is flipped on this. The Lakers, 6-2 in their last 8. They're up to 8-12. Should be 9-11, but they lost on the last second shot. It's a crazy deal, man. Do you think that right now, given the way the team is playing, that they have a chance to go on a playoff run?
Yeah, I'm a LeBron believer, bro. Come on, it's LeBron James, man. It's a legend. I think the Lakers are stepping it up right now. Russ is turning up, and yeah, I think the Lakers are about to do their thing and turn the corner, man.
You know what? Just to throw some things out there. One of the reasons why I'm really optimistic about this right now, LeBron just recently returned from injury, and he's shooting lights out from beyond the arc. Last night, Wednesday night, he really caught on fire. He was 5 for 7 from three. The Lakers are no longer the worst 3-point shooting team in the league. They're now 29. Hold on just a second. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. But we're now the 29th best team in 3-point shooting in the league. It's going to be really important that we continue to go up in that upward direction. But I think the real test tonight is going to be against the Bucks, who, in many people's opinions, the best team in the NBA, and also they're getting their Robin back tonight. They're getting Chris Middleton back. He hasn't played all this season, so they're going to be back at full strength. If the Lakers win this game or have a really good outing, what do you think it says about their team?
I mean, like you said, I think it is a real important game. This is going to, prove to us what the Lakers are actually worth. Shoot, last time we were on here, we were talking about do you think they can win without LeBron? Hey, we see LeBron's back and they're killing, bro. So Lakers are back. I'm a believer.
Nah, no question, man. You see, we haven't mentioned this man right here. Fan favorite Austin Reeves had a big game on Wednesday night. 22 points, slew of rebounds, slew of assists. Got a lot of finishes in the paint, crafty finishes, playing really good defense. And what's most impressive about that win too is Lakers won without Lonnie Walker and Troy Brown on the floor. It says, and you know what? I was watching the demeanor of the team after the game, and just everybody's having a good time, which 5-10 games ago you couldn't say the same thing. So I'm really excited to see what comes, as long as we stay relatively healthy.
No, for sure. Reeves is stepping his game up right now. He's a player that's showing his worth with the Lake Show. You see LeBron on him right now, geeked up.
Yeah.
Ah!
You see that? Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. The Lakers on a run right now. Let's see what we do. But there's been a lot of chatter in regards to what the roster is going to look like within the next few weeks. A lot of trade rumors. Specifically, there was a move that the Lakers made, probably not more than 15 minutes after the game, where they waived sharpshooter Matt Ryan. Shams actually broke this, and I was immediately pissed off, to be honest. I was watching that highlight we're just watching. I was watching the game live, and one of those people cheering in the background and going crazy was him. And not more than 5 minutes later, I seen this come across my timeline. Is that acceptable, do you think? I didn't find it to be classy at all. The man hasn't even taken off his uniform yet after a win, and he has to go on Twitter to find out he's getting waived. What do you think about that?
Hey man, this is the NBA. This happened. This happened way plenty more times before it's happened to him. So it's a business, but I do think it is the wrong way to go about it. They could have let the man take off his uniform and then let him breathe a little bit and then find out about the information. He wasn't even off the wood. He wasn't even off the hardwood.
Bro,
But yeah, it's unfortunate. It is what it is, though. Lake show, man.
this man was probably in the locker room talking to somebody after the win, talking about where they're gonna go tonight. They're gonna go to dinner. Oh, they're about to go on a road trip. Oh, what we gonna do when we get to Milwaukee? Then he probably got a million texts like, "Bro, you got wave, you got wave." I would have been embarrassed as hell, but you know what? It is what it is. It's the NBA, dog eat dog world. But let's move on to a better, really feel good story here. SoCal product, modern day graduate, Bobo, who went to Oregon and since then has had a really injury laden career, is finally starting to surge. In Orlando, he's averaging 13 points and 8 rebounds already on the season as a starting center in Orlando. And you can see, already in this first clip, the versatility pulling up in Royce O'Neal's face for the pull up jumper. You can just see his bag. This is crazy. I'm so happy for Bobo, seeing where he's came from and where he is now. Given his skill set and his trajectory, do you think he can turn into a potential all-star one day?
Oh, no fact, bro. No doubt about it. But hey, Bobo's always been, super skilled. What is he like? 7 foot? What? 7'2"? Super lengthy.
Something
He's a
like
big,
that.
yeah. He's a big time piece. I mean, we've seen him a lot at our events in Westminster at the league. He
Yeah.
got the potential to do it. I mean, I just think he needs the opportunity. But hey, he looks like a spider out there. Look at him, lengthy guard, bro. That's normal. He's a special type of talent, man. They need to use him. And with Banchero, this team could be really scary.
Nah, I agree, man. You see this. They got a really good young core. They got him, Banchero, Wendell Carter, Jalen Suggs. They got the young. They got Wagner. They got a really young stable of guys that can potentially be an NBA contender if they do it right. But Bobo can be the centerpiece of that. Obviously behind Banchero, who's considered kind of a potential generational talent. But Bobo has all the skills and talent that anybody else has. Plus, he's 7'1". He looks like Kevin Durant out there sometimes, and he looks like Giannis. Like he has a lot of different comps depending on what part of the floor he's on. You know what I mean? Um, he got really high praise from Paulo because people were asking him how he compares to Victor Wembanyama. I always get that name. I always trip up on that name. For people who can't see it, he said everyone talks about the Victor dude from France. I'm not trying to compare them, but Bull 7'2", shoots threes, brings it up the court, makes passes and block shots. I feel like people kind of forget about him, but Bull's a freak of nature.
No, I agree. I feel like he's been forgotten about. He's been bouncing from team to team, right? He was with the Nuggets before, I think.
Yeah, he got drafted by the Nuggets.
Oh, okay. My fault. Well,
they tried to trade him to Boston, but he felt physical, so he went back to the Nuggets, and then he got traded to the Magic.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, hey, they're starting to use him. This is what he could do. I've been knowing Bobo could do this. It's just a matter of getting that opportunity. You know how it is in the league, man. You got to get that chance. You got to get the opportunity. Just taking full advantage of it. As you can see, he looks good out there.
Agreed, man. You just got to be healthy and stay on the floor. One more question about Bo. Who you want on your team, Bobo or Victor?
Man, hey, after seeing this clip of Victor today, actually, the one leg Jimmy. Hold on, look at this. After seeing this, I might gotta go Victor, bro. That's just wow. And 1, 2. Yeah, I gotta go Vic, bro. I'm sorry, gotta go Vic. That's crazy.
Maybe I'm a little West Coast bias right now, but I think Bobo can do a lot of the same things. I'm not saying he's better than Victor, but both. You can't go wrong.
That was a real move right there, bro. He had 7 seconds left in the shot clock. He broke down these 3 defenders, one leg Jimmy.
Yeah, exactly. And it was a close game too. He hit at the end of the game with 7 seconds left. So
That's crazy.
it looks like he has a clutch gene in him too. So I mean, we're gonna be touching on Victor a little bit later in the show, but that was just ridiculous. All right.
Hey, Bobo and him will be guarding each other in the NBA. We're gonna see it. Trust me.
No question, bro. But you know what? We're gonna go at a little different route right now than we usually do. We're gonna get away from our Nets and our we talk about the Nets and the Warriors every week. But you know, I wanted to give special praise to these two teams, Sacramento Kings and Indiana Pacers. Last year at the trade deadline, made a trade that had a lot of people scratching their head. Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield for Domantas Sabonis. All right, and both these teams been lackluster over the past few years due to multiple reasons. The Kings have not been relevant since Peja and Chris Webber. And now coming on this season, the Kings actually acquired Kevin Huerter from Atlanta. And now both of these teams are squarely in the playoff race right now. Indiana's fourth in the East and Sac sixth in the West. With, let's not just talk about the records, but they've had really impressive wins on both ends. They've had a pretty tough schedule on both sides. And it looks like Domantas, Tyrese, De'Aaron Fox, those guys are playing at all-star levels right now. My question is this, man. You see the momentum they have right now. Do you think?
Wait, is that Herbert? Oh no, that's the opponent. Okay. My bad. I was gonna say, whoa, my bad. Go
on. You see what both teams are doing right now. Which team do you think will fare better and end up better when the season is over?
Man, the Kings, bro. I believe in the Kings, and I might be a little biased because just over there, but still, man, I'm going with the Pacers got some pieces too. This is a tough one. I don't know, but they need to call up Gabe York. If they called up Gabe York, the Pacers, I might just have to say the Pacers because Gabe York over there cooking in the G League right now. He needs to get called up. But
Halliburton.
I gotta go with Sac. They got D Fox. They got a lot of good pieces. I think Sacramento is gonna end up.
I'm gonna rebuttal you though because Tyrese Halliburton's playing at an all-star level. He's leading the league in assist. You got Miles Turner in the middle, Buddy Hield, obviously. You got guys off the bench like T.J. McConnell, and you can't forget about the freshman sensation Benedict Mathurin. Benedict Mathurin is leading all scorers off the bench in the NBA in points. He's also on top of the leaderboard for Rookie of the Year. And they just made, like, both teams, in my opinion, made two good moves. One, the Sac with the trade, and then Kevin Huerter in the offseason, and then the Pacers with the trade and also getting Benedict Mathurin in the draft.
It's a big-time pickup.
I don't know, man. This one is hard. I will say that the Pacific division in the West is really competitive no matter what. So I don't, and the Kings got to beat the Warriors out to get to the spot that they want. So
the NBA is loaded, bro. NBA is loaded. There's a lot of good teams.
But the Pacers are also in the same division as the Bucks and the Bulls, teams like that, who are really good too. So we'll see. I got a lot of faith. What's that?
You think Benedict could be the Rookie of the Year potentially?
Oh, for sure. He's in the lead because Paolo missed so many games.
Ain't no way. I don't care. Paolo can miss half the season. Banchero's going to come in and average 25, 15, and 10.
I'm telling you, bro. Historically, like, it's not just about the stats. It's also about how good your team is doing. Like, if they got
a good team. The Pacers do got a good team. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Let's forget about Benedict Rookie of the Year. Benedict might win Sixth Man of the Year. He might clean it up. He might do both. Like, when you're doing that on a winning team, like you just can't compare. Like, I can't give it to Paolo when Benedict is leading all bench scoring in the NBA as a rookie, and his team is winning. You know what I mean?
Fair. I got to see them win first, though, because I don't know. You never know. It's too early.
That's fair. Anyway, shout out to our guy, Justin Williams, Junior Kings manager, Sacramento Kings. We see you, boy. And Gabe York. Bring my guy, Gabe York. He's been killing in the G League. All right, man. Now we're going to move on to a different topic this week. ESPN just released their NBA mock draft for the 2023 draft. The top 10 is riddled with great talent. The top two have been pretty square there since day one. Victor Wembanyama and Scoot Henderson, and you got a slew of really good guys in the top 10, including Keontae George. Um, so my question is my question really is this, man. Like Victor is head over heels everybody's favorite to be that number one pick, no matter who gets that pick right now. Yeah, Jay Domatic, Wemby is the future, I believe. Him and Bobo. Um, you got Scoot, who's really good. He can score and distribute the ball. And Amon Thompson from Overtime Elite. I watched him play against Sierra Canyon. He's a man amongst boys. Like, I can't wait to play in the NBA.
Twins are unbelievable, bro. We've seen them at Bishop Gorman.
Yeah,
Really
no question. So we know that Victor is like the guy right now. Do you think that there's any chance, any glimmer of hope for any of these guys to sneak into that number one spot besides him?
Being 7-2 and doing what he's doing right now, I think he's the safest pick. And I think no matter what, you just got to take him number one. Being that tall with that much skill, I don't think maybe Scoot. I think Scoot could potentially, but I don't even think that is gonna happen. I think Vic, he got it on lock, bro. What about you? What you think?
You know what, man? Like, I just think there's I'm gonna have to agree with you on this one because, like, forget about everything like the measurements and the skill level. Like, the NBA is behind this man. They're literally streaming all of his games overseas free on the NBA app. Like, they're prepping this dude to be one of the faces of the NBA. Like, they're programming everybody, whether you know it or not. They're doing something subconsciously to you to let you know that this guy is it. He's the next LeBron or the next Giannis or whatever it may be, and they're pushing that narrative all the way through. I think with that being coupled with the fact that he's an absolute unicorn, I don't think there's any way either one of these guys topple him at number one. But hey, man, I've seen crazier things happen.
Yeah, I mean, last draft, Banchero, they were kind of iffy. People didn't really know if Banchero was going to go number one or Chet, right? Was it Chet?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I knew Banchero was going to go number one, but it was still in the air. It wasn't for sure. Everybody was kind of iffy about it. They didn't know. But
we forgot about Chet. Honestly, I forgot about him. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, he got hurt. He's hurt right now, huh?
Yeah, he ain't played this year. He has a Liz Frank sprain, plantar fasciitis across his foot. But
hey, he's a guy that's built like Bobo and Vic. That's what's crazy.
For sure, he got to get his core right, so we don't get any more. Hey, Chet, get in the lab with us. Give me these. We can get you with your band work, get your core right, box jumps, you name it. Come through, bro. We got you. All right. Now, before we move on from the NBA draft, there's a slew of guys that I feel like, you know, this draft is so Victor heavy that people aren't talking about the rest of the draft, the steals, the guys that you can get in the late first round, so on and so forth. Who's your favorite guy that you've seen that you think is going to make noise in the NBA?
In this draft, like,
yes,
could potentially become a lottos, or what are we?
No, I'm just talking about the guy that you think is gonna. Yeah.
Hey, the Twins, bro. One of the Twins from Florida. I'm a believer in the Twins because I've seen them play 6'7", athletic, could put on the floor, could do everything. They're guards. I'm gonna go with the Twins. Those Twins are gonna be tough.
I mean, dude, like the Twins are tough, but you got to think about it. They're playing against high school kids. Scoot Henderson.
Scoot
Henderson. He should be in high school or college right now. He's already playing against NBA G League guys, and he's one of those guys that's going to ignite. That's going to keep his draft value, and that's impressive because we've seen a lot of guys that are going to G League Ignite not go there. They're like top 10, and then they end up losing draft stock because the scouts see that they're not ready to play against pros. And Scoot came out of there day one, dropping 30, 10 assists, things like that. Showed that he can play with the pro athletes.
His handle is crazy tight. Yeah, he got that skill, bro. But he for sure last season, he for sure could have been a lottery pick. He could have been easily a lottery pick. He got it, bro. I can't wait to see him.
Before we move on, because like Scoot's an obvious one. Oh, called him G League Jordan. Hey man, we got relaxed with that. um, my guy that I want to talk about, for real, is I was watching a Duke game a few weeks ago, and I saw this tall, skinny white dude, looks like Sean Bradley, um, Kyle Filipowski. You know who that is? Look at my man right here. Go to work. All right, Kyle Filipowski is. I think he's like 6'11". He can stretch the floor, shoot. He's pretty athletic. Has all the skills in the post. Can put the ball on the floor. See, look at that. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The dream. Hit him with the dreams. He can get back, play defense. Look, he has fast hands. He's fast. You see him with the ball right there. Like this guy is kind of phenomenal. He's like 6'11" or 7. He's 7 feet tall.
Oh yeah.
Feet tall, run the floor. Right now, currently, he's number 13 on the NBA draft, mock draft. But I think he's one of those guys that can sneak up and be in the top 10, maybe top 5 by the end of the season.
Like a Sabonis? You think he'd be like a Sabonis? So you're talking about Sabonis.
But more so like a Markkanen or Kelly Olynyk, something like that. I would say in the NBA, he's more of a stretch 4 or stretch 5. Like you see, he has kind of a frail frame, but he has the skills to put on the floor and make something happen. So, Filipowski is probably the one that has impressed me the most in his class for sure. Besides the obvious ones, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I checked the top 25. You know who I seen in there? I saw that boy Coleman Hawkins. I'm impressed with his game, and you know that's a 3 SSB player, played in the Adidas circuit. 6'10", could put it on the floor. Evan Mobley.
Oh man, don't do that.
What?
Evan Mobley.
Who?
I thought you said Evan Mobley.
Me? No,
yeah,
my bad. I was reading the chat. Yeah, Coleman Hawkins, bro, he's a special player. 6'10". I think he could be an NBA player who comes in the league and develops and becomes good eventually. He could pass the ball. He's a real solid piece for Illinois. But yeah, I'm a fan of this kid right here. I think he could move up. He could move up.
Yo, excuse me for my maybe I'm being biased because it's Illinois, but Coleman Hawkins definitely seems like he could be a contributor in the NBA. He reminds me of Brian Cook. Brian Cook. Maybe you're a little too young to remember Brian Cook, but he played in the Lakers back in the day. Probably a 10-year NBA vet. Can shoot the basketball, finish in space. Had little floaters and good touch around the rim. Okay defensively, but adequate enough. And like I think this is right up Coleman's alley.
No, for sure.
Exactly.
Pass that rock. Pass that pill too. Sheesh.
Well, anyways, man, I can't wait to see this draft class shape up because in fact it's an overall better one than last year. But we'll see. Now moving on to something more local, we have something cool, something that one of my homies started. Arize, he's from Baltimore. He put on this like unbelievable SoCal versus DMV high school tip off. We got local teams, SoCal Academy and Sherman Oaks Notre Dame. I've taken on 3 DMV powerhouses: St. Francis, DeMatha. Oh, sorry, we also have LA Premier Prep playing as well. So this is something that doesn't usually happen, man. Usually West Coast schools got to go somewhere else to play the best competition. And I didn't mention it, but this is actually an event to raise money for charity. So it's a really good event. My question is this, man, like if this pops off for real, this is successful, given the fact that we don't usually see this, do you feel like this will give way to having more type of, coast to coast crossover events like this?
Yeah, for sure. I think we should have been doing that. But I mean, I'm pulling up. I'll tell you that much. This is in Santa Monica. I'm there. Popcorn
So,
and all.
yes, sir. I just because every time I see something like this, I'm happy because I feel like our elite schools, our elite teams, whether it's shoe circuit, high school, we always got to go somewhere else to play the best.
That's true.
Like
I mean,
like
Centennial.
like Centennial went to Texas. They're going to
Yeah.
City of Palms. Chino Hills had to do the same thing when they won a national title. This is something that's refreshing to me, and I feel like I just hope that we have more of this moving forward. Uh, hey, also, uh, bro, never mind. I'll tell you about it later. But yeah, make sure you guys pull up. It's for a good cause, and yeah, show up. All right. Um, all right. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the Balls Life Podcast Network and turn on your notifications. Ring that bell, okay? Now, we're to the main event. Street ball, baby. And we had a big game this Wednesday night. 3-game series, best of 5-game series between Midwest and West Coast. And honestly, we talked about this the whole time, D's. Unfortunately, this was a caffeine exclusive, so we can't share any footage as of right now. So we're just going to give you a quick synopsis. West Coast 3-0.
I mean, hey, we like you said, we've been talking about it for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks. West Coast is like loaded, bro. It seems really unfair because the West Coast squad is absolutely, and they didn't even have Bionic. Bionic wasn't available.
Exactly. You know, all jokes aside, Midwest put up a great fight. It was three games to nothing, but it was a lot closer than the record, indicates. West Coast, best coast, exactly, Funky Funk. So, but you know what? Like, I got to give my flowers to Frank Nitti. Frank
Oh,
Nitti took over this game when it counted the most. The last game, Midwest was giving it all they had. They were up most of that game, and at all cost, Nitti took over this game, getting buckets, getting assists, stopping Jay Smooth, you name it. Frank Nitti took him at the end, and he was the game MVP in my opinion. He's the difference maker on this team, as I talked about him and Bionic being the heart and soul and the IQ of the team, especially Frank. And he showed at the end of the game when they needed him the most.
yeah. I mean, Frank, man, he's just a really good player. He's so smart. Every time I watch him play, I'm like, bro, this dude is he just sees things before they come. Like he's this dude's a great player. And I didn't know he was that bouncy. He caught a lob. I was like, wait, I didn't know Frank was above the rim like that.
Yeah, he
What?
did bounce, bro. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know he was that bouncy. I knew he was bouncy, but he's bouncy. Like he's about my height too. He's a little taller than me, but I just didn't expect that from him. But yeah, he's nice. But body bag, bro. You know I've been a body bag since we've been watching the league, and them go at it. Like body bag is real impressive. That's a big time pickup to this team too.
No question. And shout out to Speedo too, who subbed in for Bionic off the bench. We saw him a lot in the street ball league. And what I took away from the street ball league about Frank is even though he wasn't playing, he was coaching his team, and just the way he talked to his team, I could tell that his IQ was off the charts. So me and my little brother were watching this game, and there's times where he would get in a space where what was that? I don't know. I can't. You see that text, Isaac?
Nah. What happened? What happened with Frank? What were you saying about Frank?
No, but Frank, like the way he spoke, like his IQ is crazy. I'm watching the game, and there's these situations where a lot of guys, if they had the angle that Frank had in that spot, would have shot it. My little brother's like, "Yo, he's about to shoot that. That's a shot." And I'm like, "Nah, like his IQ's too high." He sees that guy in the corner, and what does he do? Hits the guy in the corner, drops it off. If he has an angle and he's wide open, he takes the best shot, whether it's for him or the others. And I think that with him being at the helm, this West Coast team is unstoppable.
Absolutely unstoppable. But man, we're talking way too much on the West Coast. Let's give the Midwest some credit because Jay Smooth is a bucket getter. We saw some dope ass highlights from him. Man. Hey.
Well, Jay Smooth is the truth, but I got to give a shout out to Frank Nitti again because our producer Daniel just sent us this text message thread where KD DM'd him and he complimented how he played during that game. Kevin Durant personally reached out to Nitty and told him how good he played, and he was watching the Midwest versus West Coast showdown. So like that just speaks, like if you don't believe what I said, that just speaks for it. Kevin Durant gave Nitty his ultimate flowers.
Oh, that's big time. That's what KD was tapped in. That's dope. But look, you know who else we need to give some a little bit of roses to and flowers and all that? Monster.
Oh,
Monster. Hey, he almost got in a little squabble. You know, almost got a little. It almost escalated. And you know what he said? He said, "I'm good. I'm good. Relax. I'm good. I promise you, I'm good." I was like, "Whoa, monster."
When the 25 bands on the table, you willing to do a lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
25K. I'm good. I promise you, I'm good.
Yeah, I need this cheese right now, dog. I'm good. Hey, but shout out to the West Coast team. You guys represented the West Coast, best coast. I can't wait to see the West Coast and the East Coast squad battle now with the East Coast getting the big boy 6'9", 300. I'm excited about that.
Honestly, the Midwest needed some more bigs because you got Ty Glover who's 6'7", 6'8". You got Body Bag who's also 6'7", 6'8". You got Monstar who's 6'10". Mm-hmm. Like the offensive boards were going crazy for the West Coast squad. But even Frank was going it. Frank was honestly running there, crashing the boards, he got a lot of offensive O's. Frank does it all, bro. Frank, that's man.
Hey, Frank is the guy that you got street ball players, you got like organized basketball players. He could do both very efficiently and doing both very well. I got it. Like he's one of those guys. Oh wow.
It's a lot of breaking news going down right now, bro.
Breaking news. December 28th on Caffeine. We got the East Coast squad versus Friga Fam. Only on Caffeine. Now, we got to do our research on this one. I've seen Friga Fam a little bit, but I've seen their guys play against other influencers and NBA players, things like that, and those guys can hoop. So, like, you guys don't want to miss this one. It's going to be a battle.
Yeah, where's this going to be located? I wonder where this is going to be at. And I'm
probably Days in the East, Florida.
Florida.
I'm hyped about this one. I can't wait to watch this with Dog. But yeah, y'all. Big E's coming out party 6'9", 300. I'm really excited to see him play with the East Coast squad. Grit and grimy. That's how I see the East Coast squad as. They're the grimy crew. And Austin Mills is the face of the organization, but he can hoop.
Austin Mills ain't scared of a fade. That man, I respect Austin Mills.
He's the white dude that hangs out with the black people. Like he probably did the worst stuff.
Hey, but look, that West Coast squad. I'm sure the East Coast and they all tapped into that game. They need to be ready for that West Coast squad because that West Coast squad has a lot of pieces, a lot of different pieces, and the perfect pieces too. They're really good. They're really, really good.
Yeah, but East Coast got to get past Friga first before they can mess with us.
That's true.
I said us, West Coast, baby, all day. West Coast. What we talking about? All right, yo, I'm glad that we had that breaking news, good news, because we also have some not so good news. King of the Court, December 7th. We were anticipating seeing a kill car, Crime Stopper, Julian Newman, and Trevor Dunbar face off in the next King of the Court. Unfortunately, due to some injuries, that King of the Court has been postponed for 2 weeks. So that one will still take place just on December 21st on the Caffeine app. So make sure you guys are ready. We're just making sure that everybody's 100% and that they can go. Because I don't want any excuses right here. I don't want anybody coming back. Oh man, if my ankle wasn't hurt, I would have won. Like I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that BS.
No, because this matchup is going to be a great matchup. So we need everybody at 100% ready to run that fade.
That's fact. That's fact. And I still got Crime Stopper with the W. This gives them 2 more weeks to get back in shape. Trevor Dunbar is gonna go crazy too. And once again, Julian Newman, you got my respect from last King of the Court, bro. You could really go, so I respect it. But I think Crime Stopper, Akil Carr is gonna take this. December 21st, 6 p.m. on the Caffeine app. Don't forget, just you got it in your calendar right now. Change that date. Make sure you don't miss this, all right? And have your notifications on for the Caffeine app, all right? All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, before we move on to my favorite segment, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the Balls Life Podcast Network channel. Turn on those notifications and ring that bell, all right? Now, street ball clip of the week, and it's strictly street ball right now. We're both highlighting the West Coast versus Midwest showdown. Which one who's going first?
I think I went first last time. You got it down. You go first this time.
All right, I gotta give my flowers out to the man Jay Smooth. He was on the losing side of this game, but look at this nasty 360 to the and 1-3. Frank Nitty made him work on this night, but Jay Smooth got his fair share of buckets and kept the Midwest squad in the game the whole time. So I gotta give him respect. And shout out to Westminster High School too, bro. My guy CJ over there. We always do our league there. Really quality venue.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, he has a quick pull up, bro. His pull up is probably the quickest I've seen.
That's that smooth lefty release, man.
Oh, you're a lefty too, huh? That's why you feel that way. Huh?
I have to film for y'all later. It was killing in the men's league this week. Came back and won in overtime. I was cashing, bro. I was cashing.
Okay. Let's go to my clip of the week now, man. Okay, that boy body bag. Oh my gosh. I see you, Marcus.
Nice. Big hugs. Now I got him. Cha-cha body. Hugs. Now I got him.
Hey, he hit the body, the zip. He did the zipper body bag and straight to the salsa dance. That's mad disrespectful. Disrespectful.
Hey, he put the hand on the hip too. He was moving.
Oh, look at this boy. That must be his boy right there. Look at him. Look at Rod Wave.
I think that's the West coach, if I'm not mistaken.
That's who?
That's the Midwest coach. Oh, that was Big E?
Oh, that's Big E? Oh, my bad. Rod Wave with dreads.
I'm weak, bro. Hey,
I would have been so turned. Oh my gosh.
There's really nothing more disrespectful than somebody dunking on you than dancing in your face. Or which one's more disrespectful though? Him doing that or DeJounte Murray hitting the three and tapping you on your head?
Tap on the head, bro. That's too physical. You're all up in my. You're touching me like the salsa, the body bag though. Sheesh.
And then obviously after Heezy where you throw the ball off somebody's face.
What did no, the most disrespectful one was when he threw it off the ref's head.
Yeah. Hey,
that man crazy, bro.
Hey, remember when Hezzy got threw it off the boy's head? They got pieced up. That was funny, bro. But yeah,
blew his back out.
Damn near. But yo, so Isaac.
Yeah.
Looks like we're out of segments, so we're opening up the floor to questions. Anybody in the audience have any questions for us? Let's see what we got.
Any questions?
Oh, that's easy.
No doubt. Scoop got game, bro. Yeah.
I mean, I think you could say this about any guard. That's honestly. Fair. Like, bro, put Steph Curry in Victor's body.
Oh my God.
No, not even Steph Curry. Put put Austin Reeves in Victor's body. Mm-hmm. Or somebody like that. Or Norman Powell. Like, this is like
Gabe York in his body. Put Gabe York
in his body. Seriously. Funky Funk, like this man has like the most out of this world measurements. Like it's just unseen. Like not even Giannis and Bobo are as long as him. Paul's like this is unseen. And if somebody had like because we see it like Victor has guard skills, stuff like that, but he's a little like upright and he's not as fluid as a guard would be. But since he's so tall, it's impressive, right? Imagine if he actually moved like a 6'3" guard, and it was fluid as a James Harden or as athletic as Gerald Green or somebody like that. Like it's vertically athletic. It'll be curtains, bro. He's gonna average 50 points a game. So absolutely, the real Victor would be number 2, and Scoop Victor would be number 1. There.
I like that. That's fair.
That's fair. What else we got? All right, one more thing I wanted to touch on before we go. All right, we just saw we just talked about a little NBA this weekend. This week. I apologize, but who is your front runner for the NBA championship right now, Isaac?
Man. Man, I don't know. I really don't know.
You don't know?
I
You don't have any. I asked you. I know my answer.
The jump. I've been with the Warriors. I think the Warriors going to come back and do something, but like they're struggling. And then I put my money down on a freaking. I don't even want to talk about it, but yeah, Clay been blowing the bag. Clay can't even hit a 3-point jumper. I'm like, come on, bro.
You want to talk? You want to talk about that rogue bet?
Hey, you gotta chill out. Yeah. Down 500. Crucial.
Hey man, we're not gonna talk about that, but as we're going through it. So hey, prayers up for Isaac over there, all right? Because he's just been making some questionable decisions. It's very obvious for me. Boston Celtics, baby, all day right now. As an NBA fan, I hate to say it. It pains me to say as a Laker fan, but they got the best team in the league, and their best center isn't even back yet, Robert Williams. Like they're firing on all cylinders right now. They don't have their coach, but they just have the talent and the makeup of a championship team. And I think after losing last year and feeling the taste of defeat in the finals, I think it's their time.
That's fair. I like that one.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously though, prayers up for Isaac though. Questionable decisions.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, that's all the time we have for today. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the Balls Life Podcast Network channel and turn on your notifications. And even if you didn't catch it, if somebody didn't catch it, make sure they log into YouTube and watch the recording. All right. I appreciate y'all. This is Dom.
This is Isaac.
And this is Street Ball. We out.
Yes, sir.
What's the deal, y'all? This is Dom. You're tuning in to the Street Ball Show with Dom and Isaac. If you really like that clip, make sure you click up here to watch more of our episodes. And if you really like and you want to see more content, click down here to subscribe, all right? Bro, what are you doing on your phone, bro?
Mine yours, buddy.
Not locked in, dog. Not locked in at all, man.
Hey!
Subscribe, all right? Thank you.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button. We out.